Alright, I want to take a minute today to talk to a couple of my followers about IV supplies you should have. We've got a couple catheters here, 18 gauge, big bore. Then we got a 24 gauge, which is really small. And then we have a 20 gauge here, middle size needle. This is what you would use most. If somebody had really small veins, you'd want to go with something 24. Most of the times you're not going to be using an 18. In a WRL or shit hit the fan situation, this one you could pretty well toss aside. You're not going to be using it. A 20 is plenty big enough for as fast as you're going to run stuff without squeezing the bags. 0.9% sodium chloride, that's the same percentage as you have in your blood of sodium, so it's the best thing to use. It's what you would use most, probably 95% of the time. It's pretty well all I keep in my kit. I do keep a little 5% dextrose put back in case we had to run somebody on fluids for long term. We could give them a little energy through some sugar. Basic IV tubing just to hook to the catheter. And then something you don't necessarily have to have, but some IV start kits that just has the stuff to secure these catheters so you don't have to use normal tape. It has the tourniquet in it. It has the alcohol pads in it to clean. You can order all this stuff off of eBay for fairly good prices. Basically, this is all you would need for an IV. Start your IV into a vein, which will be another video later on. Your bag of fluids, hook your tubing from the bag to the IV. There's a roller clamp on this tubing right here and a drip chamber. And on the front of the bag it gives you the drip ratio, and you can look drip ratios up online and go ahead and print you out a sheet if you wanted to keep one put back so you know about how fast you're running it. Most of the times you could open it up fairly good and run it in without any problems. The only time you wouldn't want to do that is a person with congestive heart failure or heart issues. You would want to run it a little slower. But for the most situations you could open it up and run it full speed and be fine. But some things I would keep in your kit, especially your large kit that you're keeping at your main place or your bug out place: some catheters, some fluids. Keep a couple array of fluids. Some normal salines, great for hydration. Some, like I say, 5% dextrose would be good also for energy needs. And you can also get stuff that's 0.9% sodium and 5% dextrose. I do have a couple bags of that put up. Like I say, I ordered all my stuff through a medical supply store that's local to me, but you can also order a lot of this stuff off of eBay. Like I say, the start kits here are optional. They're a couple bucks a piece. I have a couple of those put up, and if needed past that, I would just use tape to secure, and that would work fine also. But a couple things to think about for your bag. Have a good one.